So there's an OVA of Ikki Tousen that was announced literally around the time I made my Dragon Destiny review, and Funimation packaged this special with the Extreme Executor Collection, and I originally thought this OVA was going to be dull cause I really can't think of any good OVA specials to a TV series that were made recently other than Genshiken. However, I was surprised to find that this Ikki Tousen OVA was actually pretty fun to watch. Ikki Tousen Shugaku Toshi Keppu-Roku, yeah, that's what it's called, and Funimation decided not to translate that. I don't even know what that means fully. Is a 45-minute OVA ecchi action comedy special released by Studio Arms. Nanyo Sato and Kyosho Academy make class field trips to Kyoto for about 3 days as part of the Shugaku ritual, where Kanto fighters battle fighters from Kyoto and collect their tsubas and help replenish their Kanto sacred beads. This Kyoto trip rekindles rivalries between the schools, especially between Nanyo and Sato. They were on friendly terms in the at the end of the TV show, but they seem to have some kind of a little bit of hostility. Plot's pretty simple, like Great Guardians, which is good since it's just one OVA, and therefore you really can't do much, so you should really focus more on action, comedy, and even some character moments. And since this is a short view, I won't go into a whole lot of details, but man, Kanu is more aggressive in this special than I've ever seen her, ever. Like I already said before, the animation's by Studio Arms, so character designs are the same as before, etc, etc, etc. However, there were two pretty good lengthy fights in this OVA, which was the saving grace for me. Shime Ryoma vs Shiryu Choen and Hakufu Sonsaku vs Unchu Kanu. The latter fight being even better than the former, and I can't believe I'm saying this, but after watching that fight, this OVA actually left me wanting more out of this series.
Wait, what?
Should you even be surprised at this point? I mean, I've given good marks to the last 3 seasons. Dubs by Funimation, same as the last 2 seasons, no character changes, nothing, etc, etc, so it's alright. As for the music, I really liked it that the full versions of Heart and Soul and No Limit, which are the themes of Dragon Destiny and Great Guardians respectively, actually played during both aforementioned fight scenes, which was awesome. Also, I do like the main theme song to the OVA that plays at the end credits as well, pretty catchy. So overall, Shugaku Toshi Keppu-Roku was an entertaining OVA and a pretty strong way to conclude this season of Ikki Tousen. If you do pick up Extreme Executor, I do recommend checking out the OVA almost immediately after watching the TV series, and I strongly recommend rewatching it with the commentary track on. Jonathan Klein, Jessica Calvello, Michelle Knotts, and Georgette Riley do a discussion on feminism in relation to Ikki Tousen with very snooty upper-class dialects to where it's not taken completely seriously, but they may actually have some things worth listening to in this track. It's pretty hilarious. It's really funny. You'll like this. Well, that's all I gotta say for this review, and that's actually almost everything I've talked about in relation to the anime series Ikki Tousen. I may do a spoiler talk on it, or I may do another video as a way to conclude, you know, everything I've done in relation to Ikki Tousen in the past. But yeah, I've almost watched everything related to this series. God help me. Well, that's all I gotta say. Leave a comment if you wish. Darkscream217 sign out.